All right, back with you as the teams prepare for opening lineups.
Already on the Christmas break. Might want to bring that out that we're not going to have a lot of people here today.
No, not all the students left Thursday to go home for Christmas. We've got several here from Haskell that I see, and pretty light from Southwestern.
Haskell is a school that always brings a contingent with them, and as Danny said, they are here this afternoon cheering on their club, which has won 10 out of 12 games. So they're bringing an impressive record to the court. They're coached by Shane Flanagan, assisted by Lois Stevens, Echo Keogh, and Mariah Cook. Of course, Mark Arthur is the head coach of Southwestern, assisted by Jaime Cuellar and Phyllis Hadley.
Introductions for Southwestern.
And now for your Lady Eagles, starting at forward, number 2, Eliora Jackson. At guard, number 11, Miranda Jan. At guard, number 14, Kylie Severin. At guard, number 20, Taylor Easton. And at forward, number 21, Grace Hadley. The Lady Eagles are coached by Mark Arthur.
So Johnson for the Eagles will be somebody to keep an eye on. She's been playing her best ball since being here at the school, been averaging a double-double and just making everything work.
She is truly a dominating factor inside. I noticed that the last time I saw her. She's really coming on, and we're going to be counting on her for a lot of offense here today, averaging 12.3. I think the key for Southwestern Christian is not to turn the ball over. If they can limit the turnovers, they'll match up well personally with this ball club. But that's always been a key in any basketball game, is hold on to the basketballs. We'll see how it goes here today.
Absolutely. The Eagles, Lady Eagles, will be in white, trimmed in blue. They'll be going from right to left. And our Indians are in purple, going left to right. Johnson going to be jumping for the Eagles. And the Eagles control the tip. He stepped to Sovereign. She dribbles in, gives it to Johnson way out front to Hadley, off on that. And the Indians come away with the rebound.
Grace, by the way, wearing the mask, the protective mask over her face. We'll see if that affects her offense throughout today's game.
Nice pass underneath for the Indians. Now all the way back up top to Begay. Shot put up, and that's no good. Severin with the rebound for the Eagles. Heads it back up the other way, giving it to Jantz. Cross half-court line, wide open underneath is Johnson. She spins, tries to make a pass. It's going to go out of bounds, belong to the Lady Eagles.
Might have done better to actually turn around and bank it off the glass. She was open for just a moment there, but she elected to pass. Still, the Eagles maintain control.
Jans up top off the inbounds pass. Sets up the offense. Coach Arthur yelling out what he wants.
Indians in the man-to-man coverage. The Lady Eagles today are using a zone at least to start the game.
Estep dribbles in, kicks it back to Hadley. Hadley back to Estep to Johnson here in the near corner. She puts up a shot as the shot clock was running down off the front of the rim. Indians grab the rebound, head the other direction. Indians on attack, cross-court pass over to Meat. Now all the way back over, three-point shot put up, and that one is good by number 21, Enora Reyes.
And the full court pressure, Danny, against the Eagles from the Lady Indians.
Hadley on a fast break. She gets fouled as she goes in. Going to be on the floor. Foul's going to be on Meat.
First personal, first team foul.
Good to see Grace back in the lineup after a brief absence.
Jans for the Eagle up top. Kicks it over to Estep. Estep dribbles through. Gives it to Sovereign. Now down low to Hadley, all the way up top to Jans. She's going to let loose her own three off the front of the rim. No good. The Indians in control of the ball. Meat fakes a three. Now she kicks it all the way over to Sumter. She puts up the three, and that's good. So quick 6-0 lead for the Indians.
Sumter averaging 12 points a game, the highest average on their club coming into this ball game.
Ball nearly stolen by the Indians. Jans is there to pick up that errant pass. Sets up the offense.
Indians switching to a zone, Danny, as they crowded into the lane.
Long three by Hadley off the front of the rim, no good. That shot clock was running down again. The Eagles on the rebound. Estep makes a move, puts up a shot. She's going to be called for walking.
One of those turnovers we talked about earlier. Need to avoid those. We're already down 6-0 here in the early going.
And so far, they're 0 for 4 for shooting. Of course, that relates to 0%.
Yeah, even I can figure that one out.
I had to use a calculator.
Did you? Okay.
Indians on the attack. Meat with the ball, dribbles in, spins, turns, and going to have a whistle. We're going to have a foul call. That's going to be on Severin for the Eagles.
Foul number 14.
That's going to put Meat on the line to shoot two.
And let's check the book on Courtney Mead. 87% from the free throw line, averaging 11.7. And she misses this one right here. Out of Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Kingfisher High School, the Yellow Jackets.
Well, way to curse her, Larry.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
But now what we want to do?
Absolutely.
She's 0 for 2.
That's going to affect that 87%.
Yeah.
Hadley across timeline back to Jans. Jans sets up. Coach Arthur calling out the play. She dribbles in, makes a move. We're going to have a whistle and going to foul called. That foul is going to be on Meat, I believe. No, on Sumter. Sorry about that. Saw the three, didn't see the zero.
Nice move there by Jans to switch over dribble from the left to the right and got hit with the body for the foul.
Weak inbounds pass, and the Indians come away with the ball on a steal. Wide open underneath. No foul. I thought we'd have a whistle on that one, but the shot was missed by Warrior. Back come the Eagles. Need a basket here. Jans to Johnson. Johnson looks at a three, now kicks it to Hadley. Hadley drills into the paint, goes all the way, puts up a little scoop shot, and scores.
That was nice. She used her size to muscle her way into the lane and got an easy layup.
So it took 3 minutes and 55 seconds for the Wade Eagles to finally get on the scoreboard. 6-2 at the 5:55 mark now. Indians on the attack. Warrior over in the far corner kicks it up top to Begay. Begay to raise, and then Sumter going to drive in, kicks it back out. Long three-point off. That one's no good this time by Begay.
I think the Indians would do well to work it into those two big girls inside rather than firing away at those three-pointers. They've not been successful there so far.
Jans loses control, but Johnson comes with it. She makes a nice driving layup, but it overshot off the backboard, and we're going to have double dribble called on the Indians. It's going to be Eagle ball.
I've noticed about Eliora Johnson, as good as she is, sometimes it takes her a while to get going, and I think that missed layup was an example of that. But by the end of the game, she'll be firing on all cylinders.
She made a great move to
she did.
get open.
Yes.
But you got to finish. They don't put it on ESPN unless you finish top 10. Johnson with the long three. She drills that one.
Three-pointer. No hesitation. Fired and nothing but net. And we're back into the ball game, Danny. It now 6-5.
Indians on the attack. Begay, long pass over to the side, and a three-point shot put up by Meat. That's good.
She's wide open.
That's her first points of the game. That's their only points, is 3 threes so far. Severance nearly loses control of it. Kicks it to Jans. Jans going to set the offense up. Nice pass into Johnson and scores. That was nifty there.
And again, a reminder, Andy McGill, our top scorer, is not playing in this game due to a concussion. Hopefully she'll be back next time around, but not here this afternoon.
Nice pass underneath. We're going to have walking, though, as Meat caught it in underneath and dragged her foot as she was going across the lane. Eagles ball, and we're having some substitutes come in.
Taylor Estep, 5'6" sophomore out of Midwest City, into the game for the first time today.
Amber Sloan for the Indians, 5'5", guard, freshman from Cedar Ridge, Arizona. Also, Brandy Buffalo in for the Indians. Jans kicks it to Hadley. Hadley, great pass underneath to Johnson. She shoots and then scores. Wasn't sure there for a second if it's going to fall, but it finally came through the goal.
Had a hiccup, but it did make it through.
9-9. Tie ball game now. Ball gets away on a pass made from Sloan to Begay. Turnover, going to be the late Eagles ball here at the 3:23 mark.
McGay only 5'5". She could not reach up and grab that pass. Just too tall.
E-step to Jans. Over to Severn. She dribbles in, hands it to Hadley. Hadley cross court to Jans. Jans dribbles in, back to Hadley. Three-point shot, no good. Off the side of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Severns comes away with it. Got fouled twice, but they finally got the second one.
Yeah, I was wondering. That was like the old pinball machine bouncing around inside there.
I was over here trying to blow my whistle.
Yeah.
Eagles ball.
They had a non-shooting foul. We still haven't been to the free throw line yet.
E-step. Hands it to Jans. Jans up top to Severns. Severns in. Nice pass to Hadley. She goes in underneath, puts up a shot. Good defense.
Again, a good move, but couldn't finish. She made a fine baseline drive, but could not score.
Murphy was there for the Indians to intimidate her some. Now Murphy puts up a long three. No good. And Hadley comes away with the rebound for the Eagles.
3 white shirts under the board, so that's a good sign as well.
Severns, nice move underneath, puts up a shot. She gets fouled. No good on the basket, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Hoping to get and 1 on that, but ball didn't make it up there.
That foul's going to be on Sloan. That's her first foul. 14th foul here.
Kylie out of Gold Tree, Oklahoma, averaging 6 points a game, 74% from the free throw line.
So Kylie to shoot 2 shots. Her first shot is up, and that is good.
Jacqueline McKnight for Southwestern Christian, making her first appearance of the evening. She's a 5'7" junior guard out of Cushing, Oklahoma.
Second shot is no good, so Jans comes away with a rebound for the Eagles, so they got an opportunity to stretch this out to at least a 3-point game. Severn for the, no, that was Severn from the corner. She missed, and there's going to be a foul on McKnight as she went over the back of Meat to try to get that rebound.
I think Mark Arthur has really got his team playing well. I'm impressed by what I'm seeing here. The teamwork, the way they interact together is really impressive.
Full court pressure by the Eagles was easily broken. Meat goes in, throws up a wild shot, no good, and ball's going to go out of bounds as people hit the floor.
They talk about answered prayer. That one had no chance of being answered.
That would have been a miracle.
Yes.
Play number 2 called out by Coach Arthur. Zone being played by the Indians. Nice pass underneath. Johnson got a little underneath, but she got fouled as she went up with the shot. Got a little too far underneath on that pass.
She's out of Toronto, Ontario, Lakeshore Collegiate Institute, 12.3 on the year, 84% from the charity stripe. She's been a big factor and has really come on in the last few games.
Shots up and good. That's going to be her 8th point here already.
Again, we don't have a big crowd tonight, but with a lot of faithful from Haskell Indian Nations here to represent their team.
And the second one's good. So we got a 3-point lead here with 1:41 left in the first quarter. Full court pressure again by the Lady Eagles. Broken, nice pass underneath. Shot put up short. Hadley for the Eagles, knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be the Indians' ball.
Had a Christmas gift there, and they could not convert.
One of those, I can shoot, I got it. Oh, I left it short. Long three put up and good.
They'll trade that one.
That's her second three of the game, 6 points. Full court pressure by the Indians now. Easily broken by Hadley. Wait till she gets across there. Hands it off to Jans.
Different ways to attack that full court. I'm a believer to put the ball on the floor and dribble right through it, but a lot of times they say, no, let's pass and get it across the timeline.
Jans over to McKnight. Johnson's shot is blocked. Knight's on the attack. Shot put up and no good by Murphy. Back come the Eagles.
3 on 2.
Jans with an open shot, misses that, and the Indians grab the rebound. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. And back come the Indians. Pass wide open. That was a great pass that time, and Warrior scores.
Can't let her get open underneath. She'll burn you every time.
That was too easy. If they did that every time, which they, because of their size, that's what they ought to be trying. McKnight with a long shot, no good. The Indians come away with the ball.
Hadley tried to finish, got in a hurry, and hit the underside of the rim.
Long three put up short. Rebound shot put up, and that's no good, and that's going to be the end of your first quarter. The Lady Indians came back to take a 14-12 lead. So your leading scorer for the Eagles is Johnson with 9. Severin had 3 rebounds, and Jans had 1 assist. For your Indians, Sumter had 6 points, 2 three-pointers on that. Begay has 2 rebounds, and she also is the assist leader with 2 assists. Eagles are only shooting 25%, 4 of 16. 1 of 7 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They have 10 rebounds, 4 offensive, 6 defensive for the Haskell Indians. 5 of 14 for 35%, and shooting 4 of 8 from the three-point line, so they're doing quite well there. 0 of 2 free throws, and they have 11 rebounds, 2 offensive, 9 defensive rebounds.
So it's been the Eliora Johnson show here in the first quarter, and she's put up some impressive numbers and has looked well around the quarters. We get ready for the second quarter. Any updates on any players that might be coming our way in the second half of the season?
Not that I'm aware of. I know men's team have several players. But I think the ladies team at this point is pretty well set.
Okay.
From what I understand.
I was thinking about Adriana. May not have any word on her. I don't know.
I have not heard anything else on her at this point.
Or wouldn't she be an addition? Her and Johnson out on the floor. That would be something.
That would be a great addition if she comes back to school. Indians with the ball on the attack. Nice pass underneath, and that time we're going to have a 3-second call.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll take that as Warrior was down there for about 5 seconds. The Eagles. Severin here on the near wing. Tries to pass underneath. Going to have a kick ball.
Not a good pass. 3 people around her, and they knew it was coming.
Trying to force that one in to Wooten. Bailey Wooten into the game now for the Eagles. Tallest girl on the team. Shands with the ball now for the Eagles as they set up out front. Passes it to Severin. That pass was nearly stolen. Then we're going to have a foul on Jans as she's trying to get to the ball.
You mentioned Bailey Wooten. We haven't seen much of her, but she comes in as a freshman at 6 feet out of Valiant, Oklahoma. Physically, she looks like she could be quite a presence once she gets some experience.
And I agree with you. I think she's going to be a force in the future for sure. Hopefully she'll be a force today.
Absolutely.
Long three put up, no good. Eagles back on the attack as Wooten came down with that rebound.
Nobody with the distinct advantage here so far today.
Severin here in the near wing. Back up to Jantz. Ball stolen away by the Indians.
It's a clean steal in the open court. Those can hurt you.
Going to have a foul that time on Wooten as she reached over the top. of Murphy.
Number 25, Wooten.
That's going to be Wooten's first foul. Second team foul here already at the 8:53 mark of the second quarter.
Taylor Estep returns to the Lady Eagle lineup.
Quick shot by Sumter, no good. Jans pulls down that rebound and heads the other direction quickly. Gets it to Estep, back to Jans. Jans going to let loose a long three. That's off. Saw that's her hand move on that one.
She's a good 5 feet from the three-point line on that launch, so not much chance there. Stuck on this 2-point difference here for the last several seconds now.
Begay back into the game for the Indians. Makes some pass.
Nice drive.
Yeah, Meade just takes it to the hole. Nobody wanted to get in front of her.
Left-handed layup. Very impressive by Meade.
Token pressure by the Indians broken. McKnight to Jans, back here to Estep. Estep dribbles in now. Gets it to Jans. To McKnight. 11 seconds on the shot clock. McKnight with a long three, no good. Sumter pulls down the rebound.
Oh my.
And blowing the shot underneath for the Indians.
Kelly Warrior wide open, could not convert. I think it surprised her.
I think it did too. Then Johnson did a good job getting the ball for the Eagles. Jans dribbles in, puts up a shot. Off the back rim, no good. Back come the Indians. Begay over into the far corner to Rays. Pass in, shot put up, going to have a foul called, and the ball falls through as Wooten fouls Warrior.
The 6'1 junior out of White Eagle, Oklahoma, Kelly Warrior, has bothered the Eagles, to put it mildly, here so far today. She's a 72% free throw shooter, averaging 11.6 per game on the year. He's a force inside.
Shot put up, no good. But the Indians grab the rebound. Cross-court pass, three-point shot put up, no good by Sumter. And then the ball's going to go out off the Eagles and it belong to the Indians. Careless there.
Somebody looked and ran before they had possession, and it bounced out of bounds. Well, 6-point difference now. Back to representing the largest lead of the game.
Sumter kicks the ball into Buffalo. Kicks it back out. Begay now long three put up and no good. This ball was an air ball, almost saved, but Jans is there to grab the ball as the Indian made a pass to get it back in. Now we're going to have a foul on the floor by Meat. That'll be Meat's second foul.
Only the first team foul here of the quarter.
And she's going to take a seat as Sloan checks in for her. Sloan, a freshman guard, 5'5", from Cedar Ridge, Arizona.
So we got timeout called on the court at the 6:46 mark, period number 2. It's 18-12. Haskell Indian Nations leading the Lady Eagles from Southwestern Christian University.
Always like looking at the Indians roster. They've got kids from all over the United States, several from Arizona, New Mexico, Indiana, North Dakota, and Montana. So it's always kind of fun watching where all they recruit from. Being an Indian school like that, I'm sure they have quite a pick of players that they could choose from.
From all over the nation, Haskell Indian Nations. It's strictly Native American. These girls have obviously worked well together. They put together quite a team, winning 10 of 12 games so far this year. Coach Shane Flanagan in his 5th year and has done a remarkable job with his ball club.
Ready for action. 6:46 left here in the second quarter. The Indians are up by 6 points, 18-12.
Danny, what's under your Christmas tree?
Well, I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go on a cruise.
Oh, there you go. Now that's a Christmas.
So that's what's under my Christmas tree this year.
I could use that ticket. You bet. That's good.
Yeah, I don't have a thing under my tree except a little boat. Eagles back on the attack. E-step to Jans. Back over to E-step. She dribbles in, kicks it to Johnson. Johnson steps out, puts up a three. Nothing but net. Great shot.
Here, I thought she was a post player. She's draining it from the outside here tonight.
That gives her 12 points here in the first half. Begay dribbles in. Kicks it over in the corner to Sloan. She puts up a three, no good. Grabs her own rebound, throws up a wild shot. We're going to have a foul on Jans.
How do you get a rebound 25 feet away when people are standing all around? At any rate, she'll be going to the free throw line.
Jans' second foul.
Now, Ember Sloan, first time we've seen her in the game, a 5'5" freshman out of Cedar Ridge, Arizona.
Makes that first shot.
Getting her start in what will probably be a promising career.
Second shot is up and good. McKnight having trouble getting the ball in. Finally gets it to E-step. Cross timeline. Jans with the ball. To McKnight. Back to Jans. Jan calls out what she wants, throws it to McKnight. Back to Jans. Shot clock running down, under 10 seconds. Johnson, that shot was ill-advised, no good.
Hit the side of the backboard on the long-range jumper.
Sloan makes a pass underneath that got away. The Eagles come away with it. Jans sets up the offense. Johnson with another shot, bounds around, comes away. Buffalo pulls down the rebound for the Indians.
Lady Eagles now using the man-to-man coverage. They switched back and forth here in the game.
Shot put up and no good. Haskell comes down with the rebound, and Buffalo puts it back up and in.
Randy Buffalo, the 5'9" sophomore out of Rocky Boy, Montana.
Jans to McKnight, back to Jans, T-step. She's going to launch a long three, no good. And nobody, Indians kind of sitting there looking at each other, and McKnight nearly came away with that, but got away from her out of bounds.
So Hadley comes back in to the lineup. Also number 14, Kylie Severin, who we've seen throughout the game here in the first half.
That's your starting five for the Eagles back there.
We're missing Andy McGill.
Shot put up by Severin, no good. By the Indians, no good. Johnson, T-step, takes a three. Dribbles back up top, kicks it to Jans. Severin goes in. Wide open and blows it.
Had a wide open look at that one.
Worked hard to get open and then couldn't finish. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to belong to the Indians.
7-point difference. That is the largest lead in the ball game.
The Lady Eagles have played tough tonight. They're hanging in with this game.
Haskell Indian Nations would love to come in here and steal this home game for the Lady Eagles.
Long three-point shot put up, no good as it crawls over the rim. Back underneath and shot put up, and that one drops in by number 15, Kelly Warrior.
By the way, this is a non-conference game. Haskell Indian Nations is not part of the SAC conference.
Johnson to Hadley. Hadley to Severin, to E-step, to Jans over in the far corner. Kicks it to Hadley. Hadley puts the ball on the floor, spins, puts up a shot, and we're going to have walking.
I could almost hear the whistle before it sounded on that one.
Good defense when the Indians poked her hand in there and caused some issue for Hadley as she's trying to dribble. That's what caused the walk.
Coaches Arthur, Cuellar, and Hadley across the way, peering in, watching the action this afternoon.
Warrior spins and shoots, no good. Hadley pulls down the rebound. Kicks it to Jans, back up court with 3:09 left. Severin into Johnson. Johnson steps, puts up a shot, air ball.
10-footer. Didn't even draw iron.
Long three put up ain't good by Murphy.
They're giving her 2 or 3. I think he was pointing at the line, but it looked from here like it was a 3.
And they did give her 2, but it looked like it was a good foot behind there. E-step goes in, puts up a shot, good. Big basket there. Eagles shooting 20%, 5 of 25. So their shooting woes continue here at home.
That's the correct word, a woe.
Warrior puts up a shot, no good. E-step with the rebound. Hadley putting up a long three, no good. Fight for the rebound. We're going to have a timeout called by the Haskell Indians at the 1:58 mark.
We got problems with three-point shooting here today.
Absolutely. 2 of 13 for less than 16%.
I mean, we're just not on line. The shots leave their hands, and a lot of them do right here from this left wing, which we see, and it's just not there. So
we see the second it's in the air that it's not going to go.
It's not going to make it, and maybe they would do better to work it inside if they can. But the defense by Haskell has been tough inside.
And last home game last week, the Eagles, both teams, I've never seen so many air balls in my life.
Really?
Coach Poteet and I were talking. We ran out of fingers and toes
to count
that many. Absolutely.
Well, maybe if I'd have been there at that game, it would have been different.
We're on a hot streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot well under 20% for the game on just shooting percentage.
And what did Coach Poteet say about that, by the way?
Well, we won't go there.
Yeah. The quick turnover.
We thought maybe we were having a earthquake and the rims up there were just moving.
Well, that's one explanation. Not a very good one, but we can go there, I guess.
Going to have a foul underneath, and now we're going to have that was interesting. Original foul is going to be called on Hadley, and Warrior decided to get a little more physical than that.
She got the bad end on all of that, picking up the foul and hitting the deck.
That's going to send Warrior to the line to shoot 2 as they're in the bonus with a minute 30 left.
But Grace Hadley is one of those type of players. She gets very physical, and she covers the whole court, side to side, end to end.
First one's up, no good. 9-point lead for the Eagles. For the Indians. Second one is up and good. 10-point lead. Yeah, Hadley's not concerned about you.
Goes here Warrior with 7 points. I thought she had more than that at this point.
E-step, shot from the corner. Up
nice.
And good.
Yeah, she was open.
She
set up, squared away, and hit.
Hit her last 2 shots. Begay kicks it over to Sloan. Far wing, back to Warrior. Hadley on her, pass underneath the Sloan. She spins. And 3-second call, I believe. Turnover to the Eagles.
And if we could make good use of this turnover, it's an 8-point difference. You get it down to, say, 5 or 6. That would serve us well.
Severin to Jans. Jans looking underneath to Hadley. Kicks it back over to Aaron E-step. Another 3 put up by Taylor E-step. So she's hit the last 8 points here for the Eagles.
If she gets open, she can really nail those threes.
Cuts it back to a 5-point game. Oh, great anticipation by Jans to steal that.
And plenty of time.
Pass into Warrior. 19 seconds left in the game. Shot clock is off. Chance to get this under 5. 13 seconds. Kicks it to E-Step. E-Step steps in, kicks over to Hadley. 6 seconds. Hadley's going to put up a three. No good. Fight for the rebound. Slim comes away with it.
There you go.
Severin steals it and scores. Great job.
Right at the buzzer.
55, Severin.
That's going to make your score here at the end of the first half, 27-24. So the Eagles were down by 10, 27-17, and ran off all the points there, 7 straight points.
Nice comeback at the end of the first half for the Southwestern Christian Lady Eagles, looking for their 5th victory of the year as they host the Haskell Indian Nations University Lady Indians.
Give you our halftime statistics here in a second. Then we'll take a little break and join the action in the third quarter. All right, the Lady Eagles, they shot 28%, 9 of 32 from the field. They were only 3 of 15 for 20% from three-point land. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. They had 18 rebounds, 4 offensive, 4 14. They had 6 assists, 4 steals, 6 turnovers, and 17 fouls. Johnson was your leading scorer. She was 4 of 10. Field goal wise, 2 of 4 from three-point land, 2 for 2 on free throws for 12 points. Right behind her was Taylor Eastep, who hit the last 7 points there in the second quarter. She is 3 for 4 field goal, 1 of 2 from three-point land, and 7 points. And after that, 2 of the girls scored, Severin with 3 points and Hadley with 2 points.
Notice the rebounding difference, 24-18. I think we were tied at the end of the first quarter, so the Lady Indians exerted themselves in that second period on the boards.
Absolutely. Haskell ended up shooting 10 of 30. Field goal range for 33%. They were 4 of 12 from the three-point land for 33%. Free throws, 3 of 7 for 42%. Rebounds, we told you about, 7 assists, 3 steals. 9 turnovers by the Indians, 2 blocks, and 16 fouls. Warrior ended up being your leading scorer. She went 3 of 8 and 1 of 3 from the free throw line for 7 points. And then right behind her, Sumter with 6 points. Kelly, sorry about that, Courtney Mead had 5 points. Leading rebounder was Begay with 5 rebounds, and she also was the assist leader for the Indians with 3 assists. Bench scoring, which was interesting, the Indians had 6 points and off the bench. The Eagles had none. Points in the paint was tied up, 8-8. Second chance points, 6 points by the Indians, 0 for the Warriors. But then the interesting one is points off of turnovers, 0 for the Indians, and the Lady Eagles had 10.
We talked at the outset of the broadcast about the balanced scoring displayed by Haskell. That was certainly evidence here in the first half. I'm not going to read the names, but here's how the numbers went: 6-7, 5-3, 2-2-2. So they can come at you from a number of different angles. Eliora Johnson, after a sizzling first quarter, was unable to do much of anything in the second period. And with Taylor Eastep really the only other one contributing as far as points, made it kind of rough. But that comeback right at the end of the second quarter was a big surge and a big help for the Lady Eagles.
And hopefully we can continue that momentum as we start the second half. All right, we're going to take about a 10-minute break here. We got 11:45 before tip-off of the second half. And we'll be back to join you then. Thank you for joining us today on Eagle Basketball. All right, as we get ready for second half action here, 27-24, Haskell Indians over Southwestern Christian University.
Good ball game, Danny Nix. I've enjoyed it. It's close. We thought it would be. I think it'll go right down to the wire here. Both teams need to shoot better, especially Southwestern Christian. They just are firing away on these threes without maybe working it in. And I actually think the shot clock has intimidated them to a degree. They took 2 or 3 shots in the first half where the buzzer was going off, and, of course, they were bad shots. So they're going to have to clean up the ball game on both sides. Defense has been pretty good. Rebounding has been solid, but we've got to have some better shooting actually on both sides, but hopefully with Southwestern even more.
Absolutely. And, you know, I was sitting there thinking when those shot clocks went off, I don't remember a shot clock going off all year long.
No, that hadn't happened.
All right, Haskell Indians are on the floor. Here come the Eagles. It'll be Eagles ball. The Eagles, by the way, are in white, trimmed in blue. They'll be going left to right this time. Haskell's in the dark purple uniforms, white and gold trim. They'll be going from right to left. Eagles inbound the ball to Jans. Jans having to handle a lot of the points since Andy McGill is out of action tonight. Jans looks over the offense. Back to Estep. Estep finished the first half strong with 7 straight points. Jans dribbles in, puts up a shot, in and out, grabs her own rebound, puts it up, and it was blocked, but there's going to be a foul called on Mead. That'll be Mead's 3rd foul.
And she's really complaining. Look to me also from this angle. She got all ball.
It looked clean. I was going to say the same thing.
But the whistle was quick, and they're going to send her to the free throw line. Miranda Jans averaging 10.5 points. We've talked about it. She's a 92% free throw shooter out of Eric, Oklahoma. Eric, America. You've been there.
I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
And she makes her first shot. Second one is up and no good. Johnson falls to the ground. Didn't see if she got pushed. Now we're going to have a whistle. And see who that's called on. And that's going to be on Mead again. That's her. Thought she had 2 in the first half. So that's her 3rd, but that's early here in the first. And Severn misses her first one. Chance to tie it up.
Actually, coaches will talk about that 3rd foul. It's a big foul in the course of a game, in the course of a player throughout that game, and she's got 3 right now.
Severn missed both free throws. 27-25 lead for the Indians. Begay comes up. Kicks it to Sumter. Sumter to Warrior. Warrior over to Begay. Begay to Meat. Meat makes a move, spins, hands it back, 3-point shot put up by Sumter. That's good.
Nice.
They worked the ball around well that time.
That's what they do. It's balanced all the way across the board. The field goal percentages, the free throw shooting from all the players just about the same. So it's really a dream lineup for Coach Shane Flanagan.
Severn drives in underneath. Nice dish off to Johnson, but she missed the point blank shot.
Yeah, the runner. A little bit strong.
Long 3-point up by Sumter. That was no good, and it's going to go out of bounds and belong to the Eagles.
1 and done. Let's keep it that way.
Jans for the Eagles across the timeline. No pressure being put on yet by the Indians like they did first half. Jans to Estep. Back to Jans. Back to Estep. And to Hadley, to Johnson. Johnson's going to put up a shot. No good. That's an air ball.
One of the things that Coach Arthur does so well is he integrates so many players into a ball game. That's good. But we are missing Andy McGill tonight. She's one of those key guards, top scorer on the team. Just couldn't go with concussion-like symptoms. And that's hurt the Lady Eagles this evening.
Sumter with the long 3, no good. Hit the back of the glass, didn't even hit the rim. Now we're going to have a turnover. This is going to go back court. Going to belong to the Eagles. Severn's going to inbounds the ball for the Lady Eagles. Kicks it to Jans. Jans with the long 3, no good. And 2 Eagles go down as Hadley crashes into Severance.
Now you got 5 on 3.
Wide open, Sumter.
They're going to take advantage of that at 5 on 3 setup.
Now full court pressure by the Indians. Jans with Begay on her, easily over to East step. To Johnson, back to East step to Jans. Severin dribbles in, gets double teamed, kicks it to Jans. Jans to Hadley. She dribbles in, nice move, rolls around off the side of the board. Severin fights for the rebound, gets it to East step.
Good hustle.
Back to Jans, so they'll reset up the offense. 7:03. Jans to East step. East step goes around her guard, puts up a shot, no good, bounded over the rim. Fight for the ball, going to belong to the Eagles as it goes out on meet.
Good action there by Johnson, reaching in and keeping the ball alive. Finally out of bounds off the Lady Indians.
Severin to Johnson. Johnson back to Severin, gets away from her, but Hadley comes up with it, dribbles in, tries to put up a shot. Going to have a foul called.
Not too many shots hit from behind the backboard, right?
That's right.
But it did draw the foul.
Warrior on that foul. That's her second foul of the game. 13 foul already. 0 for the Eagles at the 6:50 mark. Hadley's first shot is up and no good.
I was going to say 72%. I should have said it more quickly.
You should, yep.
5'9" sophomore, Bethany, Oklahoma. One of the fine high school players in the history of the Lady Broncos.
Second one's up and good. 33-26, Indian lead at the 6:50 mark. Long three put up. You could tell that was good by Murphy when they left her hand.
Dead center. That was a nice looking shot. And now this thing's in danger of getting out of hand.
Eagles. Severin to Jans. Jans dribbles in, kicks it back out to Hadley, over to Severin's. East step from the far corner, wide open. Good.
There she is.
She needs to shoot every time she gets her hand on the ball.
Very effective. Smooth delivery, nothing but net.
That gives her 10 points on the game. Long three put up and nothing but net that time by Rays.
Yeah, that's the answer right there. 39-29.
Jans up to East step to Hadley. Hadley goes in. Nice pass to Johnson. Nice ball.
You got that. Got to get that one.
Johnson scores. That'll be her 14th point of the game.
Now that's an example of the extra pass and getting the perfect shot.
Warrior underneath. Had meat open, didn't see her. Kicks it out to Begay. Begay kicks it again to Murphy. Back over to Begay in the far corner. Tries to go around Jans. We're going to have a foul on Jans. That'll be her third foul. Mass substitutions.
Yeah, new players. Number 40, Gabby Rice into the game, the 5'7" freshman out of Tecumseh, Oklahoma, and a number of other subs, including number 33, Brandy Buffalo as well. She played a lot in the first half.
Sloan in there, drives into the paint, puts up a shot, no good. Johnson with a great rebound. The foul's going to be on Sloan.
Sloan never had a chance on that.
You were going to take that away from Johnson.
No way.
Her first personal, 14th foul.
Eagles on the attack, 39-31, 5:17 left here. Jans dribbles in, makes a move, tried to find Hadley cutting. Good defense, shot put up by Severins, grabs her own rebound, kicks it back out to Hadley. Hadley goes back into the paint, forces her way in, puts up a shot, and she gets fouled.
She got sandwiched in.
That foul's going to be on Rice for the Indians.
Her first person, 15th foul. Line for two, Hadley.
Hadley to the line to shoot two.
Come on, Grace, drain these.
First shot is up, good.
Wearing the protective mask. She's got it up on her forehead now to get it out of the way.
Wants to see that goal better. Second shot, rims in and out. Pulls that mask back down, and she heads up court. Sloan nearly walked. Kicks it underneath, finds a wide open Buffalo, and she missed it. We're going to have a walk on the floor. Going to belong to the Indians as they called Johnson for walking.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
I didn't either. Sloan out top. McVeigh puts up a long three, and that's good. Back to a 10-point lead.
Anisha Begay. Wow, that was a good-looking shot. And at the other end, here we go.
Hadley with a running shot, left it short. Off the glass, and back comes Meat for the Indians. Estep did a good job of holding her up, not letting her go around her. Long three air ball, that time by Rice. Estep with the rebound. She got stolen away by Sloan, who turns around and scores.
That can't happen. Oh, my.
Can't give it away that easy. Severin goes into the paint, makes a nice move. Nice shot.
Kylie Severin.
Got herself
nice move.
open.
Reverse layup.
Back to 10. Indians on top. Begay to Meat. Down underneath the Buffalo. She spins and shoots and scores.
The Lady Indians are getting hot, Danny. They're burning the net down here at this end.
Severins to Jantz. Jantz crosses the timeline on a pass to Severin. She goes in. Nice move. We're going to have a foul called. That foul's going to be called on Buffalo. That'll be her second foul.
With the body.
And that's going to send Severin to the line to shoot two.
Let's check the book on Kylie, the 5'7" junior out of Goldtree, Oklahoma. 74% from the foul line. Averaging 6 points a game this year.
She's 1 for 4 so far today, and she makes her second 2 for 5.
Well, that puts her up to 40%.
There we go. Substitutes coming back in for the Indians. As Rays comes back in, and also Sumter, number 30, comes back in for the Indians.
Coach Shane Flanagan of Haskell feeling very good about the way things are going here, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
So with 3:24 left, 10-point lead for the Haskell Lady Indians, 46. Southwestern Christian University Eagles, 36. Johnson's still your leading scorer for the Eagles with 14 points, and she's the leading rebounder with 6. Severin has 3 assists. And looking it over, Taylor Estep still with 10 points and 7 by Kylie Severin.
Tyler Sumter now up to 12 points on the Haskell side of the ledger.
Rays with 5 rebounds for the Indians, and Begay with 5 assists. So the Indians will have the ball, bringing it down court. Begay takes it across the timeline. We're going to have a foul called. That's going to be on Jans. Not sure about that one.
Number 11, Jans.
That's her 4th foul.
Second team foul.
Coach may have to substitute here for her. You don't want to lose her this early in the game with her being your point guard. I don't know if he's getting back to go to.
And with Andy McGill injured and out this game, was a big factor.
Buffalo, nice step around Hadley to score. Got Hadley up in the air, and she just went around her.
Showed her the ball, then put it on the floor and went right around her. Great fake.
Estep kicks it back to Jans, who will set the offense to Estep. She's going to let loose a long three off the back of the rim, first miss. Jans tries to get the rebound, but Sloan did a good job taking it away. Comes up court, tries to put up a shot, and she's going to be fouled by Estep. That's going to send Sloan to the line. Sloan 2 for 2 there so far tonight.
Ember Sloan, one of those freshmen.
First shot is up and good. So we're now with a whistle and a lane violation.
13-point difference.
13 largest lead of the night, 49-36 at the 2:40 mark here in the third quarter. Cross court to Hadley. Hadley back all the way over to Severin. Severin drives in, kicks it to Hadley wide open from the free throw line. She shoots and she scores.
That's right in her range.
We need a stop. We need several stops.
this Haskell team.
Severin steals the ball, comes up with it. She's going to dribble down. Now she'll hold up and wait for her teammates. Turns around and shoots. No good. But Johnson is there with a great rebound and puts it back up and in.
Offensive board. She slipped in behind the purple shirts and made the conversion.
16 points on the game now for Johnson to go along with 6 rebounds. Sloan with a long 3, and she drills it. That's 8 points now for Sloan. E-step for the Eagles. Kicks it back to Jans, to Severin. Severin to Jans. Jans dribbles over to the far side into the corner to E-step. E-step back to Jans. Nearly stolen it. It was stolen, but Jans comes away with it. Sloan made a great defensive play on E-step. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, belong to the Eagles. They're going to have 2 seconds left on the shot clock. McKnight is going to check in for the Eagles for E-step.
Coach Flanagan just keeps rotating those same purple shirts. It's like wave after wave.
Jans with a long 3, no good. It's going to go out of bounds, belong to the Indians.
And again, the shot clock.
Yeah.
It was the issue there.
2 seconds. She had to force it from a long way out. When you have to force shots, that's not a good thing.
No, not from that distance anyway.
It never ends good. The Gay over into the far corner, now up top. 3-pointer put up by Sumter, no good. Hadley pulls down a strong rebound for the Eagles, hands it off to Jans across the timeline. Severin, back to Jans. Jans dribbles in, goes all the way in, throws up a shot, no good. She's hoping to get a foul there, I believe.
Heavy traffic.
The Gay for the Indians. Kicks it to Murphy. Murphy will let loose a 3, no good, and Jans is there for the rebound. Sumter was trying to sneak up behind her and steal it. Severin dribbles into the paint, kicks it back out. Hadley in the far corner. She'll let loose a 3. Nothing but net.
Now the moon ball finds the mark.
So 9-point lead with 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Meet with the long 3. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Warrior comes away with it.
Got to make that defensive rebound there.
Yeah, you can't compete with that size. Long shot put up and in and out by, I thought that was going to go in for a second by Jans. From just inside the half-court line.
Bringing Jerry West out of the closet there for a 50-foot shot.
So here at the end of the third quarter, the Eagles cut it back to 9, but it's back to 11-point lead. Haskell Indians 54, Eagles 43. Johnson's still your leading scorer with 16 points. She leads all scorers in the game. She has 7 rebounds, lead all rebounders in the game. Severin has 4 assists for the game for the Indians. Sumter with 12 points, Warrior with 5 rebounds, and the game with 6 assists. The Eagles are still shooting 30%, 15 of 50 from field goal range, and still only 5 of 20 from the three-point line. For the free throw line, they're 8 of 14 for 57%. Rebounds, they've got 28 rebounds, 9 offensive, 19 defensive. 10 assists, 5 steals, 8 turnovers, and 10 team fouls for the Lady Eagles on the game. Haskell Indians, they're shooting 40%, 20 of 49 from the field. They've upped their three-point shooting to 10 of 24 for 41%. 4 of 8 from the free throw line for 50%. Rebounds, 35 rebounds, 9 offensive, 26 defensive. They have 14 assists, 4 steals, 12 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 12 team fouls.
I tell you, it's going to take a turnaround of monumental proportions to overcome this 11-point deficit, because Haskell's playing real well right now.
Begay lets loose a 3, no good. Johnson comes away with the rebound. Back come the Eagles. Jans to Johnson. Jans lets loose a 3, no good. Johnson for a rebound, great offensive rebound back to Jans. She pulls up, shoots, no good. She just can't get that touch tonight.
Short 12-footer, got to go.
Johnson with 9 rebounds trying to get that double-double.
She's averaging that, as we said, through the season at this point in time.
Shot put up by Sumter, that's good. Three-pointer. Severance dribbles into the paint, now kicks it to Johnson, to Hadley. Back to Jans, spread the floor, girls. Severance gets nearly pickpocketed as Meat nearly got it. To Johnson in the corner, fakes a three, steps inside, shoots a two, long, no good. Meat going to have a blocking foul on Severance.
You know, Wilt Chamberlain, the great center, the greatest I've ever seen, used to talk about staying in the office. And I really think as far as Eliora Johnson's concerned with her height and range, she needs to be closer to the goal. She needs to be around those power blocks and make those shots from in close.
Underneath, pass was made on the inbounds pass, and missing the shot was Murphy. Back come the Eagles. Hadley bringing the ball all the way up court. She goes all the way in and scores.
Oh, yeah. Aggressive move to the goal.
Begay across half-court line, pass up to Meat. Into Warrior, back to Meat. Fakes a three, goes around Severn, puts up a two-point shot, nothing but net.
Need to have those hands up, all the defenders.
Hands up and don't go for the fake. Stay on the ground. Hadley, wide open, puts up a shot. That's good. So Hadley with two quick baskets. That's going to give her 15 points in the game.
Nice quick four spot for Grace Hadley.
Good job by Johnson cutting Sumter down from being able to drive baseline.
Haskell would do well at this point to start using up the shot clock.
Easy rebound for Warrior.
Maybe I spoke too quickly.
Johnson got caught underneath the basket and couldn't. Warrior did a good job of blocking her out. 61-47. Indian lead. Jance had Johnson open underneath. Didn't get it to her. McKnight going to throw up a long three. No good. We're going to have a timeout for the Indians here at the 7:18 mark in the fourth quarter. 61-47.
Let's take a look at the schedule coming up for the Lady Eagles. They've still got two more games here in the holiday break. The 17th of December, they'll be traveling to McPherson, Kansas for a date with the McPherson Ball Club. Then they'll go to North Newton, Kansas on the 18th, the following day for a 3 o'clock game with Bethel. Then we go to January, Danny, and it's going to be very busy right here at the Pickens-Springer Gymnasium. Lots of home games, all Sooner Athletic Conference games. That's going to be a big month for you and I and these ball clubs.
Absolutely. Both the Lady Men's and Eagles need to have a big month of January. They'll be in the heart of their conference schedules and need to do some big things. The men's team are hoping to get 3 or 4 players eligible at the Christmas break, and that could mean a lot for those guys.
It could. It could completely turn around everything. He and I talked about that a week ago on a radio program, and he is looking forward, if at all possible, to get those 4 players in. He told me that all 4 that he's looking at could be starters. And one of them is 6'10", so that could really change the personality of the Eagles as we look toward January and on into February.
Of course, Coach Bliss, former Oklahoma University coach, New Mexico coach.
Bagler.
He's got quite the resume.
He's been there. Over 500 career wins. Loves to be here at Southwestern.
Meat with the long three, no good off the front of the rim. McKnight comes away with the rebound, hands it to Jans, who hands up court. So we got to have stops and scores here by the Lady Eagles. Jans with a long three, rimmed in and out. Just can't find that touch tonight. Meat goes in, throws up a shot, rolls in.
Contact, and she's still got the shot to go.
Jans playing with 4 fouls has done a good job of doing that. Finds E-step over in the corner, back to Jans. McKnight with a long three, air ball, no good.
Aaron E-step back into the lineup, the 5'8" freshman. Coach Arthur.
Ball underneath. Good job. We're going to have 3 seconds.
She just decided to camp out in there.
Buffalo was hunting for supper down underneath there, I think.
The Haskell Indian Nations University. All Native Americans. Quite a school with quite a tradition.
Hadley goes in. She's going to get fouled.
That was a line drive runner right there.
That foul is going to be, I believe, on number 30, Sumter. Second foul.
63-47. Just can't make a dent. The third quarter was big.
Hadley steps up, makes the first one.
They'll give her 16 points now?
That gives her 14 points.
14,
now.
okay.
I may have been off a while ago. And that's her 15th point of the game. Sloan hands it to Meat underneath. Going to have a foul called as Buffalo is making a run to the basket.
Number 31, Eastep.
Aaron Eastep on that foul. That'll be her first foul. So Aaron and Carol aren't even related, is what I found out last week.
You found that out. Well, I'm glad you shedded some light on that for us.
No good on her second shot. Jance got fouled. That's going to be foul on Sloan. Her third foul.
And a rare miscue in the backcourt. No reason to make that foul.
5:34, 64-49 lead for the Eagles, for the Indians over the Eagles. Eastep to Jans. Jans far corner to McKnight. Back to Jans, back to McKnight. Jans, bad pass, stolen away easily.
3-on-2.
Shot put up and no good, missed. Indians with the rebound, shot put up by Sloan, no good. She comes away with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Meat. She puts up a long three, no good. And Hadley gets a rebound for the Eagles. Jans from the free throw line leaves that one short.
Coach Arthur shaking
his head. We both saw that one.
Yeah. You pick up on things like that.
Buffalo with her nice little spin and scores. She's got that little twist and turn shot down. Giving her 9 points on the night.
Bailey Wooten waiting to check in again for the Lady Eagles.
So we're going to have a timeout called.
With 4:21 remaining in the fourth quarter, 66-49. It's the Indians over the Eagles here from Southwestern Christian University.
Ended up being a pretty good crowd in here tonight.
Yeah, you didn't expect many with school being out. That's a logical assumption. Haskell brought a bunch of people with him.
It's a home court for the
Yes.
Haskell Indians. They know how to fill up a gym.
They do. They support the ladies and their gentlemen players with great resolve.
Yeah, I think they do a good job of notifying all the Native Americans in the Oklahoma area what their schedule is and when they're going to be in the area and encourage them all to come out, and they do. So you got to commend them for that. Eastep with the ball for the Eagles to Jans. Jans dribbles back up top over to Eastep in the far corner. Ball gets away. Shot clock running down, but Knight's having to throw up one. It's foul called on Sloan. Okay.
And that's 3, I think. Right as the buzzer was going off for the shot clock.
Wow. That's Sloan's 4th foul. 16-point lead. Need to cut into it. McKnight's second win is good.
Got a quick release, finds nothing but net, except that one.
You've got to learn, Larry.
I've got to learn. I've got to learn.
You've done this too long. Sloan.
Yeah. I should know better.
The Indians. Spins, turns, and makes a nice move. And, boy, there's another foul that I don't know about. And that one's going to be called on Wooten, I'm sure.
25, Wooten.
Her third foul.
Personal. 13 foul.
Guys, let him play. So Sloan to the line. Shot is up, good.
Now you see I'm keeping quiet here, right?
No, you talk now.
Yeah,
This is when you need to talk.
Well, Sloan is sure to hit this one. Okay, she's sure to get it.
There you go. And she did. You got to learn when you need to and when you don't, okay?
I'll try to work on that.
Jan's bringing the ball up for the Eagles with Begay on her. McKnight. Jan's back to McKnight. Back to Jan's long three-pointer. Hey, nothing but net.
They call that the great equalizer, and it's going to take a few of them to cut into this 14-point lead.
That's Jan's 1 for 13 now.
1 for 13?
1 for 13.
Wow.
Indians score. Back comes Jan's with the ball. She's had some good-looking shots. She just couldn't get them to go down.
She has had some good looks. You're right. They just won't bite.
E-step over the corner to E-step. She puts up a three in there, and E-step drains that shot. Make it a mini run, just a little too late probably.
Haskell has run that score up to 70. That's a lot in the ladies' basketball game.
Ball stolen away by the Eagles. Jan's heading back up court quickly. Kicks it to E-step. Jan's dribbles in. Over to McKnight. She puts up a three. No good.
Boy, standing on the sideline, it looked like she was way out there.
McKnight is 0 for 5. Long shot put up. No good. Warriors there and puts it in, and that's going to be the fourth foul on Wooten.
And one coming up. Kelly Warriors, 6'1", White Eagle, Oklahoma. Never heard of that place. Never heard of White Eagle.
Hadn't either. Walks up, bounces the ball, throws it up there, no good. Hard off the back of the rim, but Indians grab the rebound. Begay's going to dribble in. She's going to put up a shot, no good. Jans will pull down the rebound for the Eagles. E-step all the way over to E-step, back to Jans. Jans dribbles in, puts up a shot, no good.
Baseball pass, how about that?
Rees into Warrior. Warrior spins, shoots and scores. That's too easy.
Way too strong inside there.
You're not going to muscle her out of there.
No.
You got to position her out of there. Indians on a steal.
Bailey being just a freshman, she'll learn, but that was a tough move inside.
All right, timeout called at 1:26 here left in the game. Indians 54, Eagles 57.
Well, Danny, it's been nice to work with you once again on a varsity game here.
On a varsity game. We appreciate you watching. We've had 21 viewers this afternoon, so we appreciate you tuning in to Eagle Basketball.
In fact, all the games we've done are online and saved. You can watch any of them throughout the season.
It's good to go back to watch them just to laugh at you and I.
Yeah, that's a good laugh for just about anybody. And I'm sure Poteet was a laugh the last time he was out here, too.
That's right. He's always good for a couple.
He's always good. Jim, one of my favorite all-time people.
Begay with the ball for the Indians as we're back in action. Murphy to Begay. Begay looks underneath. Kicks it up top. We're going to have a foul called. That foul's going to go on the Indians.
Number 12.
Throwing that elbow.
Murphy throws that elbow. That's going to be her second foul, fourth team foul. Doesn't need much at this point, but hey, we'll take it. Ball stolen away by Begay. Almost stolen, but Jantz hustled back to get it back.
Good ball handling.
Aaron Estep from the far corner, no good. Good chance for Wooten and some of these girls to get some playing time, get some experience. Long three-point shot put up, no good. Begay hustles over in the corner for the Indians, pulls it down. Nice pass to Meat, who scoops and scores.
Very nicely done.
Chance with the long three. Like many of her shots, bounds around and falls out. That's going to be a foul on Aaron Estep, number 31.
Single game tonight, ladies only. The guys are actually through for the calendar year 2015. A couple of more for the Lady Eagles in Kansas, and then it will be the true holiday break.
And then we start right back up January 2nd.
January 2nd, a men's only.
Here on a Saturday.
A lot of home games here at the Pickens-Springer Gymnasium in the month of January. Danny and I will be there for all of them, and we're looking forward to some exciting SAC conference action. We're going to see some really good teams come in here, and our team is going to change too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had another foul called, and that foul was on Wooten, and she fouled out of the game. And that's going to get number 45, Easton.
Brianna Easton, a freshman from Great Falls, Montana. 5 feet 10 inches tall, also looks like a prospect for the future.
Shots up, bounds around, no good. By Gabby Rice for the Indians. Her second shot's on the way, and that one is good.
Coach Flanagan has been able to use his entire bench in this ball game.
So we're down under 15 seconds to play now. Estep throws it all the way over to McKnight. She's going to go into the paint, puts up a shot, no good, leaves it short. That's going to be your ball game. Haskell Indians with 1 second left. Come out on top tonight, 79-57 over your Southwestern Christian University Eagles.
Well, it was close for about 2.5 quarters, and all we thought it would be. But in the last half of the third period and on into the fourth quarter, Haskell exerted its club's talent and came away with a convincing 79-57 win. So that will improve the Haskell record to 11-2 on the year. The Lady Eagles will drop to 4-6 now with the loss. And looking at the meat of their schedule coming up after the holiday break.
Well, let's go ahead and we're going to give you game time statistics here in a second once they refresh. And there they go. Eagles on the night only shot 28%. They were 19-66 from field goal range. Only 7 of 28 for 25% from three-point land. Free throws, they were 12 of 19 for 63%. A little better there. Rebounds, 35 rebounds. They got killed on the boards. 55 rebounds for the Indians. So 20 rebound edge there.
And as I recall, at the end of the first quarter, they were tied with 10 each.
Yeah, they were pretty much tied up at that point. The Eagles were led in scoring tonight by Johnson. Johnson ended up 6 of 15 and 2 of 4 from three-point land for 16 points. She didn't get her double-double tonight. She went out before she got her 10th rebound. She had 9 rebounds. Right behind her in scoring was Grace Hadley with 15 points. She was 5 of 15 from field goal range, 1 of 6 from three-point line. And then right behind her was 10 from Taylor Estep. 4 of 7 field goals. She had a great game tonight, 2 of 4 from three-point land, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 foul. 7 points for Kylie Severin. 4 points for Miranda Jansen. She got 1 of 15 from field goal land.
Rough night for her.
And made 1 free throw. And then 3 points by Bailey Wooten and 2 points by McKnight. So that's your scoring. Lady Eagles led in rebounds, like I said, by Johnson with 9, 7 by Jansen, 7 by Grace Hadley. For the Indians, they shot 41%, 29 of 70. They were 35% from the three, behind the three-point line, 11 of 31. And then they were 10 of 17 from the free throw line for 58%. 55 big rebounds, 17 offensive and 38 defensive rebounds. They had 17 assists, 6 steals, 15 turnovers, 2 blocks, and both teams had 16 team fouls. The Indians were led by Warrior with 17 points. Warrior was 8 of 13 from field goal and 1 of 4 from the three-point line with 7 rebounds. And then right behind her with 15 points was Tyler Sumter, number 13, 5 of 14 and 5 of 10 from the three-point line. And behind that, 11 points by Meat, 10 points by Sloan. It just goes on down the list. Every one of the girls who played ended up scoring.
Oh yeah, it was a balanced scoring, and again, I'm impressed with Haskell. I didn't really know what to expect coming in. I thought that it would be a very competitive, even game. The fact that we didn't have one of our starting guards and our top scorer, Andy McGill, certainly had an effect on this, but still, Haskell had the balance and comes away with a win at 79-57.
And that puts the Haskell girls with a 11-2 record on the year, and the Eagles are going to drop 4-6 on the year.
Mm-hmm.
So any final thoughts, Larry?
Well, again, we've got a couple of games before the holiday break as far as the ladies are concerned. They'll be in Kansas on December the 17th and 18th to take on McPherson College, and the next day Bethel out at North Newton, Kansas. Then it's a big break until January the 7th. The guys do not play again until January the 2nd, a game that you'll cover right here at the Pickens-Springer Gymnasium. And really looking forward to the month of January for a number of reasons, not only for the men but for the women. I think that the competition coming in is going to be outstanding. It always is. Jim Poteet was the author of the SAC conference, and it has grown through the years to be one of the top conferences in the country at any level. But it'll be good to see that talent come in. I think that our players will also improve dramatically. The energy level is sure to go up, and good teamwork displayed here tonight, even in a 21-point loss. But again, the final score is 79-57, and I don't know if we're going to have an interview or not. Do you know?
I don't think we will,
okay,
probably tonight. And so we're going to sign off. We want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Glad you've joined us this evening. We 23 viewers online today, and we appreciate that. We don't want to sit up here and just talk to ourselves.
Well, yeah, we like that. I mean, it's okay.
We like each other, but we enjoy talking to you all.
Also want to thank our sports information director, Matt Stevens, who keeps us on our toes with lineup statistics and all the things that he does here at Southwestern Christian. So I guess we're going to break it off at that point. Now for Danny Nix, I'm Larry Jones. Good evening from Bethany, Oklahoma.